All right, Fiskars. It's a 29-inch axe. I don't think it's the X27, but that's it. I was gonna do a quick review of it, but I already cut the tree down for the most part. It's kind of sloppy, but let me just give this a little push. A little more. We're almost there. A little winded from using this, as you can hear. We're almost there. It's got a lean to it, so. All right, timber. But I just got this today, and super sloppy cut. But just doing a quick one tree cut review. Just trying to show a close-up of the axe if it'll focus, or the head. You can see the folds in the bit, and they're not even all just folds. Some of it's full-blown chips. So steel is definitely soft, and these are, it's how to focus again. These chips are much deeper looking in person. It's not wobbling or nothing. It just, I mean, I'm sure it's nice. I don't like resharpening axes if I don't have to all the time, and this seems like I'd have to do it every tree. But in terms of thickness, I don't know, this is 6-7 inches thick maybe, this tree trunk. I have extra large hands, so yeah, about. It got most of this tree here, which in correlation to my house, I don't know, is that 35 foot high maybe, is what it was before I started delimbing it all. 30 foot. So it's decent. I mean, it's worth the $50, but I mean, again, I don't really like sharpening too much. If you're a fan of sharpening, sure, but I'm also kind of a snob. I have Gransfors Bruks axes. I just wanted to cut this tree down with this just to feel the difference. It has a lot more vibration in the handle on this one for a chopping axe. Splitting axes and mauls, though, are awesome with Fiskars. It's just the chopping one, I feel, I mean, if it'll focus on the head here, or the top, it's pretty thick. It's still got a pretty gnarly wedge on it, even though it's a chopping axe, compared to my other Fiskars tools that I have. But, like I said, it'd be worth the $50 if you're not trying to get a $100+ axe here. Not bad. I mean, it's lightweight, but in terms of my maul here, I mean, you can see the wedge on the splitting maul is ridiculous, and in comparison to the chopping axe, I mean, there's not really much of comparison. I mean, the shape's the same, and this is really crappy looking because I'm doing this all by myself here, one-handed. But I mean, I'll add it to the collection in terms of a small forest axe. The sheath is on, but you can tell the Gransfors Bruks here on the left is much thinner profile. Even with the sheath on, you can tell. And I've cut down probably, I don't know, 4 trees with the small forest axe, about the same thickness or smaller. Definitely a lot easier using this, even though the handle's shorter in comparison to this. With me being 6.5 foot tall, and with this handle for this being 19 inches and this being, I think, 29 inches for the chopping axe, I'd probably look at the Husqvarnas instead, or even the cold steel. This is the cold steel Trailhawk, and I mean, I've only used it once on a tree, and it still looks like it's new, conveniently, but it came super sharp out of the box. Blade profile is much thinner than the Fiskars, and I feel like less wear on the hands with the cold steel versus the Fiskars as well. So much recommended. Thanks, like, subscribe.